One thing after switching is, and then check if that is green.
Okay, we said now the red is when it's off.
Red means you cannot shoot the laser. It means you cannot.
No laser.
Yeah, no laser. But you can move the machine around.
Machine can move.
Yes. But if you try to shoot the laser, it won't shoot.
Okay, then the orange.
And the orange is, it shows my machine is in a working state. As in, there's a job running.
State. And
The green is ready for
action.
Yeah. Alright. So the other thing that you should remember again on those processes.
X, Y.
Yes. Just make sure you always press XY0 to pick up the bed size.
It measures the bed size.
So always when you switch on, press XY0. Alright. That is picking up the bed size.
Is it better to put the whatever I'm going to be working in afterwards or before?
Yeah, well, the procedure
not really makes
a difference as long as nothing bumps when homing. So after, I think I used the ruler the last time, I'm not sure. Did I use a ruler or a coin for the table? Coin.
You use a coin.
Alright, no, don't worry, I'll use a ruler so that it's close by. I'll just change that height to make sure. Because now I just noticed that there's a metal ruler in there, and instead of people looking for coins, we can just use this metal ruler instead of running around.
So this procedure I do every time I switch the machine on?
Well, this is switching on the machine. Everything up until this level is switching on the machine. If switch on the machine, everything is working fine. I now want to start cutting. But before going let me just tell you about this panel before going to the cutting itself. The machine is on, and you can now notice that your head is by that home corner, but your material is a little bit off. So what you need to do, you need to move your
equipment for the board
gantry around. You don't necessarily have to move the board, but you need to move your gantry to your material position. And if you notice now on the screen, it's highlighted. If it's highlighted, it means you're just selecting the options that are on the screen. So to be able to move your gantry, you should press escape. Alright. Escape. If you press escape, it now shows that nothing is highlighted. Nothing is highlighted. Alright. So you can now move your gantry, maybe, let's say, in perspex the reflection is a little bit, right? The reflection, you see perspex is like the reflection, so that's why I put that little ruler on there. Or rather, before going there, let me just move this to here. Alright, after doing that, there is like, I told you about that select anchor button, right? It means if I press test now, from where it is, it will just show you the size of the design.
Okay.
But what can happen is maybe you might have gone to this button named anchor. If I click on this button, alright, let me move it to another point, or even D. If I move it to D, I go to anchor, and then I press enter on set logic origin. It means even if I move my gantry to that point, if I press test, that point where I set, it will always go there. So just make sure that you haven't, if it keeps on going to the same point, just make sure that use anchor on the computer is not ticked, or set anchor, or there's no set anchor. So if you've set anchor, how do you cancel that? Alright. How do you cancel the the logic anchor. You press anchor again.
You press anchor.
Yes, and then
cancel
scroll.
it.
No, yeah, you can scroll. This one's the side one. And then press enter when you're on cancel.
Where's enter here now? Just that bigger.
So you can now move it to any point, and if you click on test, you see that it will start where exactly. So there's like a lot you need to know when it comes to cutting. At times, if it keeps on that same point, it's either on the software you haven't ticked use anchor, or it's either you've set the anchor on this machine.
Okay.
All right. So now what we want to do is now we want to cut. So when it comes to cutting, we need, if we load new material, we need to get the maximum focal length. So to get the maximum focal length, I think this one they call it automatic height adjuster. We have to press Z0
to measure height.
to measure material fine, height of material.
Previous. So then we go to
You press Z0.
Z0.
Yeah, with the dash. Just make sure that the metal piece is exactly under the under the metal, the sensor.
Metal detector.
Metal reader.
Alright, so now I want to. This one you don't have to necessarily.
Under
No.
the nozzle, hey?
The sensor,
No, the
not
metal
the
detector.
blue thing.
Under blue.
Alright. Alright, no, that is fine. You don't have to adjust.
Do it again.
Because you see, this one is like 22. Well, we have to adjust just a little. But you see now that distance is 22 and should always be 22.
2.
We don't adjust from here. If you want, yes, we can, but I usually do it from the software.
That's right.
To just show you that that is the maximum focal length.
Okay.
Right. And I think next time just use the ruler instead of getting a coin. So it now means that we have now picked the maximum focal length. What we need to do now is position the gantry. Maybe let's start, instead of wasting your material.
No, but
So instead of wasting your material, I'm just trying to minimize so that I don't waste. That's why I moved to that corner.
Okay.
All right. And if I've done that, I need to press test to see if the region that I've selected is in my material zone or if it's going to fit to where I put it.
So I do that always.
Just make sure you move the gantry to wherever you want to start, then press test. Yes. Always, so just make sure that it fits
In that area.
in that area where you want to cut. All right. Now that we want to cut, we can then close the door. All right. After closing the door, now that we're ready to cut, we can just press start.
cut your exhaust fan.
And the exhaust fan, we now want to switch on the exhaust fan. And to pause this job, I have to press start again.
Anytime to pause.
Yeah, to pause, you have to press start again. So you'll notice if I press start, it pauses the job. And if I press start again, then
Carry on.
yeah. I think it's going through.
That's going through.
And of course, if you press stop, it means you're like completely stopped the stop. You'll have to start all over again. Alright.
Victor,
Okay.
mine and you.
Lucas.
Hey?
Lucas. Yes.
Lucas sent you.
Yes.
Where's Lucas here?
It's been somewhere.
Alright,
Yes,
Look sharp now.
Alright, we're going to have to do the earthing now later because they're working on the machine with me now.
Okay. When later today?
No, I think if they want, because I don't think it will take. They can just, for now,
Can spike
put
it, yes.
Yeah,
but the
spike
machine
it.
needs to be long enough because you've got to drill. They've got to drill through the wall.
Yes.
Okay, now I see. Alright,
So won't be a
so
problem.
Won't be a problem.
We won't disturb anything. We can still work on it while we're...
While we work from
Yes.
the outside.
Yes, because now we'll drill from... Let me see.
It's a double wall.
Double.
Yeah, well. Unless you leave it and you come rather on Monday.
Yes.
I think
That'd
so.
be great. That'd be great.
I think rather on Monday.
Yes. And then what about the clubs?
You can do the globes now and that's done and it's just this piece that you need to do.
Yes.
Alright, let me just quickly, I'll just run
Can I
some-
just, well, yeah, we can spike this because we need to... Wow.
You want to just find the place to do that?
Yeah, I have to spike it.
Alright, because this machine will probably, it's the best to be here, hey, Douglas?
yeah, I think it's best somewhere close to that.
Just
door.
closer to the exit.
Yes.
Yeah.
One of you.
Alright,
That's the
so,
guy.
what's your name again?
Emmanuel.
Emmanuel. Emmanuel, so we're going to have to do it somewhere on this wall here at the back.
Okay.
Okay, because it's going to be basically where this is now.
It's where it's
It
gonna
might sit
stay.
a bit more that side, it's going to be somewhere on this section.
Alright.
Okay.
So I mean you have to play with this.
Yeah,
Okay. I'm sure it's long enough. The edge is long enough also.
it will be long enough.
Afternoon.
Hello, how are you?
Fine, thanks.
Good.
do this
See, I've
once.
got everybody now because you delayed me.
No, I'm sorry about that. Very sorry.
See, Mike, the reaction. Douglas.
Alright.
Right, let me explain to you.
Let's let it.
No, we will work with it tomorrow. Yeah, we'll throw that
Oh, I
out.
just wanted, I didn't want to leave to it before
Okay.
speaking.
Alright.
Okay.
Not going to work now because I'll see that they come to the training. Well, you definitely Monday, Manuel.
Yes, typically Monday.
Lucas mustn't tell me Monday. And then-
No, you'll pass on your start on Monday.
Okay,
Monday
what time?
morning. Let's make it 9.
Fine,
Don't you
definitely.
think they will be able
Give me
to
your,
travel?
your phone number, Emmanuel. Because then I'm going to send you the code.
Just leave it.
They said we were going to take 11 minutes, but now the machine only took
1 minute.
1 minute. So that's why I said if you want to do your cost estimation, it's not really that
Practical.
accurate, practical. Yeah. So
Done?
once it's done, you can press escape on the screen to go back to your home screen, and
Once done. Cutting. Press escape. And then open machine. Open door.
even if you want, you can go somewhere far away from your material. And you can see the moment I lift up, the pieces drop off to push. Hey, Ivan, show that it cut through. This one I think just because it's too big. Perspex is different from wood. Where is that? Where is the other one? No, there's another piece.
It fell down here.
Oh, it fell down the. So basically this is like 40% it went through. Of course you can play around with it until you get the, and you can see how smooth the edges are.
aren't that. Okay.
So you see, like I told you, I was trying to not waste your material, so that if you need to play around with this, you can play around with this. I try to use the least space
Okay.
that I could.
Let's do one on a piece of wood.
One on a piece of wood. You need the same design or some other. I now want to do with the USB to show you how to use the USB. So since this is one machine, we cannot have two communication methods at
This
the
has to
same
come
time.
out.
So this has to come out for the USB. Let me just take the USB. I think I was punished for coming late. So let me load the file. Push in my USB. Wait for a while. Now that there's just one file, that's why it went to downloaded already.
Okay.
So once download is completed, it shows you a message, remove your USB. You cannot
So
cut
you
with the
don't leave
USB.
it there?
Yes. Now this machine has got its own memory, and you see I put test, and now there's test 1 again. So I don't leave it there. But if there were like several files that are recognized by the machine, I have the option to choose which file I want, or whether I just want to download everything into the machine. So since there's just one, that's why it just directly went and downloaded. Alright, so it's basically, once that is done, basically the same procedure, which I am going to give you to try to see how fast you catch on.
Now you stop and start the other whole day. Now you're really testing me, eh?
Alright, so what you can do, everything is on. Press escape.
I don't have to test the bed again.
Nah, you don't have to. Once you test it, you don't need to switch on, you don't have to use
escape.
Escape. Now use these keys to maneuver the gantry or to move the gantry.
Anyone?
To your material.
No, but I mean any
of this key. Alright, can you just press this key and move it to the other? Keep on pressing, don't leave. Don't leave.
Don't leave.
Yes. You see? Go back, don't leave. Don't leave. It has picked up the bed size, so it will always have a limit. But if it hasn't picked up the bed size, it will try to keep on going. So that's why it's essential to always press XY0.
Okay.
When you, so you can, even if you go the wrong way, it won't bang into the. Yes. So you can move to your material.
No.
You can move the head to the middle. You can give the material and move.
Yeah. The head I move by
the same keys.
Alright. I just want to check something. It's thicker. It should be 3 mils, but I don't know if it will go through. Can you please shoot? Press laser. Press again. Alright, please press again. I was working thinking that I had already aligned this light. Alright, so basically that blue light is just showing you where your laser is going to shoot. Okay. You can just press again and you see exactly where the blue light is, where the laser goes down. Okay. Yeah, I thought I had already
done it.
Sorry about that. So I was measuring with this light. So once it's there, you can press test to see
where the block is going to be.
So which means it's going to be fine. You can close the door. And after closing the door, exhaust fan and start. Exhaust fan.
That's exhaust fan, I've got to get used to it.
And start. It seems to be going close though. So it's fine if it's like that. Alright, so now you can see now even without opening that it's like A little bit fell off inside to show that
Okay.
it has cut through.
Cut through. Okay.
That's what was supposed to happen with the perspex. It was just
Perspex.
going to
Fall
supposed to
through.
fall through. Yeah, like that to show you that it went through. But what I can tell you now, and then once that is done,
USB.
plug a USB. Now that there are two files, it will show two files. See, now that there are two files, it will show the two test one and engrave. But I want to choose just the engrave.
Right.
If I want to download everything, that's when I'll go to all. So I'll just press enter.
Enter.
It's downloaded already. And press escape. It gives you this message. Then I have to
Remove it.
just remove the USB. Alright, thank you. So you now see that we are now on engrave. We'll move it. Let me move it next to this one. And escape.
Escape. Do the thing.
Move it maybe there. Hopefully. Alright, and press test. So which means it's going to fit. And exhaust fan. And start. Exhaust fan. And start. So it's just that this was big. I should have made it smaller so that it doesn't take a lot of time. Because now I made the gap quite small. So if you forget, I think even if you forget can see that the engraving takes a little bit longer.
Longer.
Yeah. You can see 0.1 is not really bad, but if you look at this line,
Aging.
no, as in the lines, the edging is what is not really perfect.
That's fine.